Hello. So this is the thing with timelines. A lot of people they don't really get yet. They feel it somehow, but because the mind tries to make sense of, yeah, but I am seeing this. So I make the distinction between what you think you see and what, uh, who is doing the seeing. I think that's the easiest way to explain the way I experience reality. So we were all, pretty much all of us were raised with what you see is what you get. Uh, like we believe what we see is reality. But yeah, there's plenty of examples of how our eyes can deceive us. But it's not the eyes actually. So for example, if you put on glasses, and they created glasses so that everything you see is turned upside down, is flipped upside down. If you wear these glasses for 5, 10, 15 minutes, something like this, then your mind reverses the image because it wants to see what it thinks it's seeing. And then, you know, you have the glasses on, and your mind has already adjusted to what it was used to see. And when you then take off the glasses again, and again everything looks upside down, but everything is actually just normal again, normal. Then yeah, after a few minutes, your mind will flip it again because it wants to see what it think it's seeing. Yeah, so this is one example of you're not seeing reality, your mind is interpreting reality. Another example, it's a little bit different example. um, when I was doing I think it was during the healing course. I did like intuitive development, healing and reading, psychic healing, reading, energy healing, reading. Uh, we were sitting in a circle, uh, looking outward, and there's a larger circle around it, looking inward. We were sitting there, eyes closed, and in front of us would sit another student. And what we had to do was use our senses to sense who is who is it that's sitting across us. And at first, yeah, the mind starts predicting, starts looking for clues, or you know. But yeah, that's just what the mind does. But when you learn to fine tune your other senses, and not the five that we were taught in school. So if you sit there and you don't use your eyes to see who's across, or you smell or whatever, you know, what you used to do to identify the one sitting across you. No, we had to learn to see, not with our eyes, but to sense with our other senses. Who is it? What kind of energy is there on the other side? What kind of energy is sitting across me? And then at some point, isn't there loud, beautiful. Um, uh, I don't remember exactly, but I think you were allowed to check whether it was the one that you thought it was. No, 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 no. Sorry, this was no, because then you could see who's the next one. No, we were not allowed. But the example is, uh, I was so tuned in to the person sitting there across me that when they moved places, when they swapped places, the next one, the next round, I could clearly see her, because it was a her, energy signature still sitting on the chair. So physically she had moved to the next chair, but energetically she was still sitting on that chair. How do I know? How did I know? And later on, when we were allowed to talk about it and check, and she was not aware of this, but the teacher said, "Yeah, this is what we sometimes do. We leave an imprint. Wherever you are, you leave an imprint." And yeah, when you travel around like me, well, I used to travel around. Now I've been in this steady place for a while. But when you travel around and you enter a hotel room, you can just sometimes clearly feel who has been there before. Not so much the who, but you can feel their energy still being there. So, how does this tie into timelines? Well, first of all, you have to realize that what is it that you're sensing? Are you sensing reality, or are you aware of how the mind interprets what your senses are registering? Uh, so to those new to this channel, this is what I call the reality check collection. These kind of videos, I dive a little deeper into things. You can check the playlist, or you can just find it in the description. I made them into, so you can watch them anywhere, or you can start at the beginning and yeah, gradually peel off layers. Up to you, of course. So when we look at time as linear, then you're already interpreting reality from this perspective, like time being linear. So therefore, of course, you have no sense of different timelines, of different potentials. When you feel or um, interpreted reality as being linear, as moving forward, then you're not really tuned into the here and now, because the here and now is always here now. You don't have to. When you think I need to do some groceries, yeah, it's because here and now you feel like I need to do some groceries. So of course you feel like I need to move on. It's time. Otherwise, and this is how the mind constructs reality in every single moment, in every now moment. In every now moment, you project a future in front of you. But yeah, unless you are, I don't know, some sort of sorcerer or wizard, uh, or witch, you cannot really predict the outcome. You can wish it, you can want it, you can need it, but yeah, the moment you uh, rise from your chair and you go do shopping, you have actually no clue what's going to happen, right? In general. You just go there and you expect it to go this and this way. And yeah, you could say that this, if you have like a strong expectation, then of course you want, uh, well, two things. If you have like strong expectation, but you're not attached to the outcome, then you can actually create a reality, like it being very fluid, like you feel like this is where I'm, this this is what's happening, this is what's going to happen. This is how we create reality. It's how we create the next moment, the next moment, the next moment, the next moment. But you're doing this from here, from the here and now. So when you have expectation and you have an attachment to it, and something else pops up because you're tuned in, we all live in a collective. We all live in a collective reality. So in your reality, uh, um, a car accident would not be your preferred outcome, right? But then if a car accident happens, maybe right in front of you, um, then it's like unexpected. So what you really want to uh, do, what you really want to do is let go of the attachment. Let go of the attachment of outcome. You open up to whatever is gonna appear in front of you, trusting that whatever is gonna appear is the right thing for you. No, this is not the video I was gonna make. I'll start over.